I hear that. Got it. All right, pause. Should be. So let's get these guys in here.
All right.
Okay. How come I'm still streaming them? Let's get this stuff going. Hey, I'm still streaming them. Where am I? Where am I? Come on, baby. Oh, there I go. All right, here we go. Let's get this stuff going. Hey, I'm still streaming them. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? Unreal. There I go. U4 docs. And right. Unreal U4 docs. Let's do this. And right. I need to take off that. All right. There are some. I'm trying to make sure live coding is live coding done. Live coding does not seem to be working. Restream. Restreaming. What's going on here? Everybody's logged in. All right. Da 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 da. We're almost ready. Yeah. They got 10 minutes. Get the bells. Bam. Alright, that's good. For now. Why can I not see anything going on in live coding now? It's so weird. My channel. Play. Oh, there we go. Alright. Why can I not see anything going on? Let me mute. So mute you. And that should be playing, but muted. And now we need to let's see. Let's get everybody in here. Pre-show. Shortly. Game of battle will be starting shortly. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Starting shortly. Alright, now I need to make sure everybody's good on their end. And I think I failed somewhere along this line. Oops. Get that out of the way. And okay. This will be muted, and Chris is not online right now. All right. So, to have your audio on for my stream so you can hear the instructions and the other commentary. Da 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 da. Need to Valcrissa. Valcri. Oh, did I totally spell her name wrong? Oh, that's why I couldn't get her. Chris, my bad. All right. So check this out. There she is. All right, good. Just need you to tune into my stream with audio on so you can hear all my instructions and commentary. So this is not planned or anything, or I mean it's planned. I've got some stuff. Oh, hype, Encore, what? Hey, Urban Mango, welcome to the stream. Very, very much welcome, Urban Mango and Encore. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everyone else joining. Alento. Oh, somebody's following me. I kind of have that on a way too early thing, but there goes Encore. Yeah, Taco Tuesday. Dance party. Followed. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. But serious note, these guys don't know what they're doing. Valcrissa, it's 1K games. Alento. All right. So everybody should be. All right. So to not get everyone separated, really, because I want everybody to pay attention to everyone's streams. Mine's the least. If anything, you should keep my stream on for audio, but really, we're going to go over some Twitch rules, and thanks for Arlar for pointing this out. So there seems to be some Twitch stuff, or Twitch rules against streaming, so I can't, like, supposedly anyway. I've emailed them, but just to play it safe for tonight, so the examples of what I can't broadcast on Twitch Creative. So none of that is for what I wanted to do. Technically, mine should be okay, right? It's game development, software and game development. Technically does not go against the Twitch Creative rules. However, if we go over to the rules of conduct, this is where it gets a little iffy. Under general conduct, right? It says unauthorized rebroadcast and other copyright violations. Now, it says upload any content that you do not own, do not have rights to, blah, 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 and or otherwise not authorized to use, right? This includes but not limited to rebroadcast and other Twitch broadcasters. To me, that states that as long as they give me authorization, I can rebroadcast them, right? To me, that's what that means. However, I don't know. A whole bunch of people could obviously take that the wrong way, because as we know, in chat, with texting, with written words, people can definitely take things out of context, and also not really, it's not really legal jargon. It's pretty much plain English. To me, I see that as I can broadcast them as long as they give me permission. However, pause comma for effect, I don't know. So I emailed them, and for tonight, I'm going to play it safe, and we're going to be using multi-Twitch. You guys want to do voice chat on Discord? That's fine. I'm going to have to, yeah, that's fine. If we want to do voice chat on Discord, that's not a problem. Because gaming related will be flying under the radar. Yeah, I mean, I know, probably. All right, so we got 3 minutes, and they still don't know what the heck they're doing. You know what? Let's do that. We can get on. I'm trying to make sure if this is going to be an issue. Nah, let's do that. All right, I'll be in Discord chat, voice chat. Now just 2. You guys can. Yeah. Just go ahead and join me in lounge 2. So that I can. My voice is in mine. My voice is quiet. Mine. Alento is mine. Boom. Electronic. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Very true. All right. So. You guys want to get on voice chat? Okay, JV. I can't hear JV. Is it me? Am I the one that's the problem? Nope, I don't hear you. Nope. See, this is the problem. I don't want other people in the voice chat because that's just gonna screw me up. But I can't hear anyone else. I can't hear at all, dude. What's going on here? All right, we're having just quick technical output device. Yeah. Because of stupid Vive. Okay.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, I can hear you now. I hear you. Damn, Vive took output in Discord, and it didn't switch over when I turned off the Vive.
Okay.
I got you now.
So, okay.
Where's Val Crystal go?
So, do you want to jump into Unreal Streamer?
Yeah, let's go to Unreal Streamers. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Hello? There we go. Hey, how you doing?
She's muted. Hey, Alice, you're muted. Oh, there you go. Cool.
Hey.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes. How you doing?
Not too bad. How about yourselves? Everybody good?
I'm good, but I don't hear Val Crystal.
We're starting. I need to find my push to talk. Okay. She's finding that. All right, welcome everybody. I'm glad you all can make it. The purpose behind this, really, let's start off with a brief thing, is just to get everybody more involved in streaming or watching other game devs stream their work. We got a lot of people like Ryan over at Katata Studios. We have JV the Wanderer here, Curtis, and we also have Vakrissa, also known as, or her name's real is Alice. We have Nick. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. I want to say it's Pfeiffer, but I'm probably gonna butcher his last name. He's the head honcho over at Discord. Unreal Slackers. Good guy. We've got Aller that does software dev a lot. I don't see him deving too much in Unreal, but maybe that's just stuff I don't catch him. But he's cool, or hopefully he's still going to continue, but I'm not sure what he's doing when it comes to Game Jam run-throughs. Then we also have Matthew W. He started doing streaming also, and everybody knows him. I should probably have, whatever. He does his streams also, and you'll know him from his YouTube tutorials.
Mm-hmm.
And Unreal so Adam Davis also does streaming, and he works at Epic. Off the top of my head, those are pretty much the only ones I can think of top of my head, but I'm sure there's others. And
there are definitely others. There's
you guys,
one.
Is my push to talk working?
Yep.
Yeah, sure your push to talk's working. There's one other person I can think of right on top of my head is like, I think his name. I think his name's Markov Dev. He does game dev stuff on UE4 as well. So he pretty much comes on in the morning at my time in the morning in my time. But yeah, but there are definitely are people that stream UE4.
Definitely. So if you don't want to have 3 different screens open, everybody, you can use multi-Twitch, which I am going to link in my chat. Excuse me. If you don't want to, pretty much if you don't want to listen to my voice, or if you are getting feedback, which I think you might get feedback, I'm not entirely too sure. You can just tune into those 2, but I will be providing commentary as well as obviously keep track of, or actually let me go over what's going to happen. So this is mostly for education. This is for the audience to learn something new and hopefully learn other people's processes and workflow when it comes to game development, especially obviously in Unreal Engine. Also, what it should provide hopefully is a little bit of entertainment. We'll get to interact with everybody. It's a good place to network with other UE4 devs. And lastly, competition brings out the best, right? Usually, and so that's where the battle part of this comes into play. We're not necessarily trying to see who's the better dev here, but we are wanting.
We all know that's me.
We all want to know how y'all do under pressure. So that's kind of where the little competition comes into play. It's mostly for show and to have a little fun. There's no actual winner per se. Whoever it's really all perceptive and all subjective anyway of who has the better product at the end of this game dev battle. But yeah, we're just here to learn something new, hopefully, and have fun throughout. So, so the rules. There's no rules really right now. The only rule is don't cheat. But how can you cheat in game dev, right? But no, there's really no rules. You can use whatever engine you want. You can use whatever DCC you want.
Whatever engine you want?
No, whatever engine version I meant. My bad. I'm reading. I should have read engine version.
Oh wait, let me go ahead and pop up Unity for a second.
Yeah. So you can use whatever engine version you want. You can use whatever DCC you want. You don't even have to create art if you want. If you think this game dev battle right now for tonight is only 2 hours long, so if you feel that you can't do any artwork, that's by all means that's fine. You can use engine content. You can use if you want, you can use marketplace items. I'm thinking
I'm going to bring in Jazzy and BP in here, probably if depending on the subject.
Okay. Yeah. To be honest, it really doesn't matter. It's all superficial, right? All the art, but it does help when it comes to other people looking at your game dev process, how it all works. So if you want to create everything from scratch, by all means. So for today's battle, the subject is, or I should say, the challenge is, if I can find it with all these windows, is to create as best as you can, and this is probably going to get taken down because of this, Super Mario Brothers first level, the first 30 seconds of it.
Super Mario Bros. Okay, fine.
So,
all right.
It does not have to include, obviously, as best as possible, okay, guys? So, if you want to do the title screen, if you got time for the title screen, you can do the title screen and all that stuff. But, pretty much the game mechanics, as well as the level, right? And one simple AI, as you can see what they're doing right now. Finally, the power-ups is another big thing too. So that's that's pretty much the first 30 seconds. So as long as you can recreate that in your own vision. Now, I don't want you like 100% recreate this, right? I don't want you to direct copy Mario Brothers. I want you to do it in your own vision, but I want you to get the gist of it like that. So you've got obviously you got a character, you've got one enemy AI that you got to deal with, you've got one power up, or actually no, there's two power ups, right? You got the mushroom and then you got the flower. Obviously you can use, if you don't want to do that word for word, if you don't want to make them bigger, but I mean it would be kind of cool to stay somewhat close to the original Ripple assets. But yeah, so you got 2 hours to make this. Are either of you feeling uncomfortable about this so far? Are you guys good?
No, not really.
No, bring it on. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. You guys have. All right. Do you have any questions? Make sure about Krissa and JV the Wanderer.
Do we want? Should we? Question: should we actually be? Is it okay for us talking general chat, or should we have talking in separate ways?
Well, you can talk however you want. If anyone's tuning in to me, they can hear you because that's going to output it to my stream.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, I mean, by all means, if you guys just want to talk. Anybody tuning in is going to be able to hear everything.
All right.
You guys good? All right. Now, one more thing. If you guys feel that you are at a spot that you need help on, all right, this is where the audience comes in, the community. What is that called? You can phone in. You can phone in a friend. So we're gonna phone in friends, right? And also, I'm over here gonna help you. Also, I got the Unreal Docs open, and whatever brain power I have to help you. But we're also gonna help. We're gonna get the help from the audience that you may be struggling in, because that's part of game dev, right? You getting help from others. So that's it, and we're gonna start the countdown. And now you have 2 hours. Good luck.
All right.
All right, good luck.
Good luck. I'm gonna win though, anyways.
All right.
So,
So go ahead. Well, first off, I'm just going to give a brief intro on both of you. So for those that do not know either of you two, we have Valkyria. Her real name is Alice. She's been in software development for about 5 years now, working on the back-end systems for actual games. So she knows a little bit about it. She's been using Unreal Engine 4 for about 7 months now. So technically, this is what she would consider real game dev, and so she's been in the game development field for about 7 months in the front end of things. She's participated in 2 game jams so far. Bot Says Jam, which was hosted by Unreal Slackers back in May, June, July, sometime early summer. I can't remember when that was. And she also participated in this year's Epic Mega Jam. So she's also her day job is as a data warehouse engineer. So this is where her back-end game development system experience comes into play. Her favorite animal is a cat. So she is a cat lover, which is kind of funny when we hear about JV the Wanderer's favorite animal. Her favorite color is purple. Her favorite song is Down Under by the Australian rock band Men at Work. Her hobbies other than game dev include reading fantasy novels, world building, anime, playing video games with compelling stories. Her goal in game development, however, in the next year or so, is trying to learn as much as she can in Unreal Engine 4, well enough to realize her childhood dreams, which is becoming a quote-unquote real game developer. All right. So, JV the Wanderer.
yes, that's my name.
That's his name.
Right,
His
that's
real
my
name. His real name is Curtis. He's been in game development for about 6 years now. And I know he's done Unity and he does some other stuff. He's been done other stuff. He has been using UE4 for about 2 years now. He's done a few global game jams. He's done various Unreal Engine monthly jams, as well as London Dare 32. He works as a cashier during the day. His favorite animal is a dog. So we have a real life, well, somewhat real life, cat versus dog battle going on right here. Meow, meow. All right. So who's gonna win, the dog or the cat? We're gonna find out. His favorite color though is red. His favorite song is well, my bad. I kind of messed this up already.
Right.
But next time I won't remember. There's the challenge, folks. Challenge is to recreate the first 30 seconds of Super Mario Brothers. All right, here we go back again to his intro, which I really interrupted by myself. His favorite song is Five House, Don't Hold Me Back by Diro and Dicey. I've never heard of those. I've actually never heard of the other one either, but his hobbies include drawing and playing video games. Whoop, whoop.
Also anime. I forgot anime.
He likes anime too. And by the way, I love anime. So we're doing good so far. We're anime lovers. His goal in game development for the next year or so is working on either a game project or making assets on the marketplace. And that concludes my intro. Again, these challengers have less than 2 hours, 1 hour and 55 minutes to recreate the first 30 seconds of Super Mario Brothers.
First 30 seconds, huh? Okay, so again, as I said, I'm gonna bring in Jazzy. If I want to, I could probably bring in a second player if I want to. But for this time, I got 2 hours, so no. All
right, here we go. Dropping in the multi-Twitch because my other than my commentary, my screen is going to be a little sketchy because I don't want to. I know we can easily probably get around the whole rebroadcasting Twitch and stuff, but I kind of don't want to take the chance of getting banned. Don't think I want that to happen. If you guys want to watch those two at the same time, I actually kind of recommend watching those two and then just having my audio on because you're going to be able to hear whatever they say on my stream.
Right. So what are you going to be doing, Victor?
I am here to cheer you guys on and answer any questions that the audience may have and or what you may have if you need any help.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
That sounds like a really boring job, but it's probably going to get a little wacky and stuff. And then, this is the first time, right? So next time we might do something a little different. We might have the host actually participate, and it could be either a 2v1 battle or maybe a free-for-all. That might make it a little bit more fun. Also, we can have something else. I really don't know. I mean, come on now. I mean, I'd put some planning into it, but, who knows? It's the first time that that I've done this anyway, and that as much as I know, as anyone else has done it. So we're playing this all by ear for now. But I can't see about Chris's. I see hers now. So about Chris, is she not talking to me? Oh, she is talking. What? Why no push to talk? Oh, that's not cool. Yo.
Okay.
I don't hear you.
Okay, so the easy way for me to do something with the camera is actually pull something from an old project. But that will be I'm not sure. But that would have been fun if I'm not building stuff up real quick. So I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do something real quick.
How do I think about it? I don't even care.
Seating. Super jazzy gals. Let's see. I'm creating a new folder. Go create another folder called Blueprint.
So, that Crystal looks like she's in the material editor. I'm not entirely too sure what her process is.
Oh, you wanted to hear me on the Discord chat too?
Yeah, because if people are tuning into my channel for whatever reason, they won't be able to hear you unless they're in your channel. Because I have you both muted, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn off push to talk then.
Okay. But right now we're literally just watching you two try to get. We'll see. If for whatever reason I do get banned in the next hour and a half, you will have to continue watching it on their channels. So
okay, push to talk is off.
So
okay.
Just making that loud and clear, guys.
Sir.
Yeah, great sacrifice. Well, that's good. Then the next host will know not to do this in the future. But I read the rules, and I really think
node for that.
I think it's a gray area. I think we're allowed to do it.
App. It's supposed to open in the same tab. Okay.
So I'm here. So my role here. Why would I get banned? Because I'm technically rebroadcasting other Twitch broadcasts, and
so the texture coordinate node should be in here somewhere.
Let's try to remember how I did this before.
Yes. Okay. So texture coordinate. Okay. So in that case, what I'm going to want to do is. I could have swore I could have changed it from here, but I don't think that's the case.
Put you on the side. Push over here. Okay.
Okay. Let's open this side by side and just look. Let's turn that to 0.5 and see what happens. And I know it's
balance.
kind of
Or
weird
need a
that
pop.
I'm editing the default one instead of making a copy, but I think it's fine. Alright, that's not what I needed to do. That was for a different thing.
So, about Krista, what are you up to? What are you doing? What are you trying to do first off here?
Alright, let's pull this in here.
Did she hear me?
Okay, this is the texture coordinate I want to change.
I think she totally muted me.
So let's change.
She totally did. She totally did. She muted me. All right,
Well, you gotta
that's
get
fun
a
enough.
focus, man.
Yeah, you guys
I
got
gotta get
focus.
my.
Okay, well then you mute me too. You can talk to your audience, but mute me so you don't hear what I'm saying.
Good idea. Actually, that's a good idea.
Actually, I think what I just did
Yeah,
was
go ahead.
pointless.
Well, all right. So here we go. I'm gonna just comment on what
that
they're doing.
looks decent enough from the side. I think it doesn't look great from the top, but we're gonna ignore that for now.
Can we help the participants? Yes, you may. Only if they ask for your help.
So where is the player's starting point?
They can phone a friend. You know, phone a friend.
Oh, yeah.
But they have to ask for it. If they get stuck in a
Oh, it's not
situation,
player's spawn
yes.
location in this
But
template. It
don't-
is a
Don't really try to give them
it's a
tips
player already dropped in the world.
until you kind of feel
That's
like
kinda
they're
weird.
kind of
Roll call is SCG.
I've always just had the player's
Oh.
start location create
Oh, my
the
bad.
character automatically.
Good job. I wish I could get rid of this
Let's
chat.
pull
though.
him over and we'll hit end,
I can. Even
which
better.
is how you
What?
make a character drop
Even
down to the
better.
lowest surface available.
All right. What I do need to know about the audience from the audience is when they're talking and I'm talking, I don't really want to. I
you
guess it
know
really
what?
doesn't
Use
matter. I shouldn't just talk
This
when they're
perspective,
talking.
I forgot we're not doing the side scroller. So
All right, so
we
what I'm gonna
actually
do next
want
is
it to
I'm
look
gonna
good from
mark
the
out the
top,
components.
not from the
I
side.
need stuff for the camera. I need to do the lock stuff.
Does it look good in 4K? That's good.
Okay, so what
I'm-
we're going to need to do is scale down on this Y tiling, not scale up.
Lock X,
I have a 1440
Y.
monitor. And
Okay,
we
that looks a
actually
little
only
bit
need two
better from the
things, so-
top. Let's also squish it the other way.
So we actually only need to lock X and Z. Actually, we only need to lock. Yeah, X and Z. No, we only need to lock X and lock X and Z.
so I don't know if this is a good idea having being
we're
able
gonna
to hear
need
both their
Opposite
chats
of what
or
we
their
want. We
their
want
voices.
tile more.
But I'm not going to try to add a third
I'm trying to
voice.
remember how this works. Okay, yes. Let's scale it one more time from 2 to 3.
So in between their
Save that.
talking, I'll do my commentary.
Perfect. That looks amazing. Okay, cool.
Okay, you guys like it? All right, cool.
So now what we're going to do is.
But I don't want to add a third voice to it. I don't know if that's
we're
going to be.
delete the default stuff because we don't care about that. We're not even going to use.
Okay, good. We'll allow them both talk. But I won't add a third
know
voice
you
to it
added
because that's
in
like
here.
what?
Close the
FOV.
render effects. Close the lighting. What is this? Okay.
I overpower them. All right, thanks for letting me know.
Delete the walls.
We're also gonna need parent.
Delete the floors. Delete that. Delete that. I'm just gonna use my hotkeys now.
All right, for those
This
tuning
thing,
in right
delete
now, since
that.
I do now know that my voice is overpowering.
Next one is camera
As you can
bound.
see, the challenge that I've given them is to recreate the
also need to
first
get
30
these set
seconds
relative.
of Super Mario
There's
Brothers.
really no reason to move this over here. but I don't like it being off on the side. That seems kind of weird.
Be like when they go to the
Let's see.
different
We need
corners.
to create some
Okay.
camera bound. Oh, right. We need some
We're gonna do
we need
that
some
more
transform
later,
as
but we
well.
won't
So we
care
need to get
about
the
that right now.
I need to get one for the camera transform.
Okay, so we have the
Make a-
ground. Let's create a new folder.
Hmm.
And this folder is going to be for the blocks that Mario can jump on.
I'm very interested to see
What
how
do you
they
call
do the
that?
power ups. I mean, it's really a simple what?
And
real quick.
we're going
Actor
to
scale 3D, right?
put
So,
new
well,
basic geometry
he
into
doesn't
the
really
world,
go. Yeah, it is really.
which is a box.
The flower,
The flower will
Box
be
ready.
interesting.
Material.
The fire flower.
Hopefully, if I mute her, I
That's
don't
interesting.
accidentally mute her. But hopefully, it should work. Okay. Now I can hear myself. Y'all can hear me. Sorry about that. Took me.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, it took me a while for me to figure out how all this works. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is
Okay, so now it
make-
doesn't. Oh, okay. When you
setting
pull
up
a BSP into the
setting up
world,
the
it
camera
has the same
system, just so we get
line
this
that you already
started.
pulled onto it.
I want to go ahead and create a bound transform.
You know, we're going to make these little floors.
Oops,
Okay.
I lost it.
Just for the
And
camera
we're going to
bound. The
make sure
camera
that
bound
they're
is
wide.
the camera bound is the
And
this thing right here. I'm gonna size it
We're
up
going to
a
want to
bit
make sure
more
that they
just so
are
y'all
as
can see.
wide
50 by 50 by 50.
as the existing one, so that the player
And the actor bound
never
will be a bit
feels
larger.
like they
100
didn't
by 100
make
by
it
100.
because of that reason.
This is what they will be doing.
Now the camera, now the actor bound
42.25.
ain't nothing special.
First 30
That's
seconds
not
of
it.
Super Mario
But the camera
Brothers.
bound is what is
You
where
have to get the coins in.
Is where
You have to get the
the
mushroom.
camera is going to be
Oh.
The platformer is kind of easy.
It's where the
You
camera
have to make an AI.
It's where the camera's going to
Not
go.
quite
It's where the
over.
camera's how the
I'm
camera's
going
going
to
to
turn them
do
down
its thing.
just a little
That
bit.
kind of stuff.
I'm not really talking to them anyways.
Okay,
Breakable
back to here.
environment as
We
well as the
also
fire
want to get
flower. That's pretty much it.
a box extent for the camera bounds as well.
Okay. Let's
go ahead and
change
set
this to clay.
box.
Gonna change this
Extent.
to clay new.
Live edit clouds for this.
Ah, that's why. Okay. We are going to have to. We should have made that a new material.
You're good, Encore. It's a lot for 2 hours. If it turns out to be too much, and I mean that's fine. I didn't feel that it was too much. They
Okay,
could
so
go.
let's
They can go for
duplicate
very
this.
simple.
And this
approaches.
is going to be for blocks.
It's not like they're recreating the whole level.
All right.
And
we got
on this
So we got a
one,
camera box extent
so
and
we're going to
one
set
more.
this to the blocks
I need something for
texture.
the
Blocks
actor bound.
material, I should say.
Pretty much the same thing like this.
And this is the one that we need to tweak to have a different
we'll
set
do this. We're gonna
because
get-
Yeah.
these ones are going to be
get its
standard and we're
own-
going to reuse them.
No.
Actor
But
bound.
I do need to get some suggestions though. Obviously, after this is over, what do you feel about the event? If the host should participate and make it a free for all, if the
Transform.
host
Only
should
because
we're gonna
free.
get a-
just
I
provide
know you guys are
context,
watching too, so
what should the host do? Really,
changing my workflow just a
Actor.
little bit.
box extent.
it's just gonna look ugly. Yeah.
Now, why am I doing all this? It's just so I can set this up by
Okay,
hand
cool.
in the game. It's not gonna be super.
So we're
super
gonna
part gonna be super
To do
important
is
for me to
figure
actually have
out kind of how
pass all
high
this off right
Mario
now.
jumps.
So the problem with this is wow, it
Um,
looks. I guess it looks good on
this. Ooh, where'd
4K.
it go?
I'm on a
What do we
1440
do?
monitor, and this
Ah.
Put that in
multi
there
pitch.
real quick.
Actually, their windows are pretty small, and I can't really tell
Okay,
exactly.
that's gonna be
Access
way
for
too
all
high.
But I
at
see that.
0. Let's fix
But
that.
actually, we
JV,
can affect our
also
jumping
known as Curtis.
height.
I'll probably end up
Is
calling
this
him
the correct height for Mario to jump?
Curtis. I'll just call him my first name. It's
I
easier.
don't think so.
So Curtis over
That
here,
way
on
I
the right,
think that
he
Mario should
is.
jump
He went
just a
straight
little
into
higher.
blueprinting.
Doesn't happen. Let's go ahead and get the.
Valkyssa.
Let's go into the
Her name's Alice again. Alice.
transforms and
She's
make
chosen
sure
to
they
go
show their
more
widget,
the art route
including
first.
the camera transfer.
Okay,
including the
so
camera
let's see. We
transform.
want to have.
I'll need to show. I don't need the camera box extent to show their widget. because I don't really care about. Because I don't really care. I don't really need it. I just only need that. Now
We have gravity.
we have
I do have user volume control
a couple more
actually.
things we need to do. So far, we're gonna use tick. We're going, and just to be safe, we're gonna throw in
Let's
delta T.
turn the gravity off. Or not
We need
off,
to get throw in
but
tick and make a new
lower.
new float variable just to
by
get the
finding
take
our
delta
mass.
seconds.
No, by finding our
We'll call it delta T.
mass
Don't
scale.
need to extend anything or anything like that. We want
Turning that
to.
down.
We also want branch. We also want to get its
I don't think
I
that.
want to check if it's the active.
The good thing about it is we are using my Discord server for Unreal streamers, and I do have control for their voices, and I just muted them just for the heck of it. But actually, I think I could. No, that's right, because we're on Discord, so I can't do it. That's why they're already muted over here. So, as I was saying about Alice on the left, she started with the art route a little bit and level design. Curtis on the right, he ended up starting with blueprints, and since that was, and I think what he's trying to do, I can't tune in. This is not. This is good. This is good. Good debugging here. Not sure what the his thing says actually. I'm gonna tune into his separately. KB Wanderer. Let's see what's going on over here. All right, so that didn't really help either. Oh, that sucks. Can't really tell what he's up to, which is kind of why I didn't want to mess with their voices too much.
Set world location. We need to set world location for the dummy. Why the dummy? Because the camera is attached to the dummy. The dummy is the camera's parent. So whenever the dummy moves around, whenever the dummy is moving around with the player, the camera will move with the dummy as well. I'll show you in a later example of this happening. We're gonna need now.
Alright,
right now, we're gonna need
I'm still not sure what I did before.
camera dummy.
When
I think I've done this
changed
before.
my
Of course, I've done this
character's
before on
jumping
my on a tutorial on how to do side-scrolling Metroidvania type of thing. So far, I want to try to go ahead and make this as quick as possible. Camera.
I'm not gonna worry too much about this, but here it is. For her, okay, yes.
Let's go ahead and get.
I knew I'd
Camera.
seen this before.
We just need no. We don't need a camera dummy. We need the dummy itself,
Yes.
and we just need to get the world location.
That's a bit too much, but now we're making progress.
And I'm gonna go and right click and split the structures because we need exactly where.
Alright.
Let's see. And let's pay attention. Let's
All right.
also pay attention
So-
how we spawn it.
Pick
Look at
Let's see if we can get them talking.
to this right here, the origin. So far, we know when we spawn, we know that
Okay.
we're moving at the
So I
y-axis.
can jump about that
Moving,
high,
moving this.
which means
we
that
move
the ideal
left,
height for this would be
we move
slightly
left.
lower so that the
We're
jump
moving
doesn't
on the
have to be
y
perfect.
positive range. While when we move right, we're moving on the
We need
y
to get our baseline height
negative range.
that things will use
And jumping up, we're moving
in
up
the
with
game.
So
Maybe
JV
a positive
not
range,
too
moving
much
down.
looks like
we're going
he's
to
not
the
too much scale
negative
in that
range.
direction.
pushing
So
it
we're going
very
those are
differently.
the,
'Cause usually in Unreal you have forward
about
vector,
our
right?
zoom left.
Well, your forward vector in Unreal
So,
is
we want the camera to
X
go-
positive, right?
We want the dummy to go to the,
It should have a
to
rear vector, huh?
follow the
But anyways,
character
forward vector is X
So,
positive.
make sure- so
JV is
that's
doing
how
it
we do that.
Important.
Y negative?
we just gotta
Or maybe
keep working.
Y
Character
positive.
to
Work on it. So,
jump
right
down
now we know
slowly.
the X
It's kind of weird.
Right now we know we are not moving
Let's go
forward
for
backwards on the
0.7.
X. So
That seems better
I'm gonna
to
do
me.
a quick select float. Well,
Okay, but now this needs to be
we don't need
slightly lower
select float at all actually.
in order
We're just
to
gonna
make that work.
we're just gonna set it at.
Think about Krista's not doing a
we're gonna
side
quickly make a
Alright,
vector
I
real
almost
quick.
a side
overshot it
scroller.
there, but
I
for
think
now,
she
we're
is
gonna
doing
leave
a
it like that.
We're just gonna go ahead and grab
pretty
it.
much
We're gonna
just
have our
straight
reading
on,
list
kind of like a
What
one of those things called.
And
I
we're
can't
gonna
think of
have
The
my
Y
what
and
they're
Z,
called.
oh,
Endless runners.
these probably also
Kind of like an
have
endless runner
on.
perspective.
Well,
We need this to
She's
be
so that's her,
and jump
if you want
into it.
player to jump up, if you want the player
or
to
she's
go,
allowing
if you
control.
want the stage to go up, and all that kind of stuff. For right now, I don't think we're gonna. I think
Gotcha.
we're gonna
Bit
need.
too
I
high.
think we could do that, unless we want to make it exactly like
Yes,
Super Mario
okay.
Bros.
Yeah, of course you can start with you can use anything you want. There's really no rules right now.
Yeah.
Um, You can start with any engine version. You can use any DCC. You-
We're
let
gonna
me
need
mute
to
these
make
guys.
a nurse
So let's go for 0.65.
You can use any DCC. You can also use any software you want. You can use any engine version that you want. You can use any marketplace item that you wanted. You can also use. This is not meant to be restrictive, right? This is not a game jam, okay? This is, and this just happens to have a couple game elements to it, and this just happens to recreate part of a game. But this isn't meant to be a full game, right? It's just supposed to get a couple elements to the game as well as a few, just to get the general workflow that developers have when it comes to game development. So it's not supposed to be restrictive at all. It's supposed to be very free. It's supposed to show what their thought process is when it comes to game development. As you can see, and it can be for whatever reasons, however they started game development. Valkrista chose to start with level design, and so art, right? Mainly like the art and the visual stuff. And JV Curtis on the other side, on the other hand, he chose to start programming. Like he just said, "Oh, I'm just gonna start reprinting, scripting, stuff like that. Get that out of the way." And so we get to see the perspective, two different perspectives, right? How they choose to solve an issue, and that's what the whole point of this Game Jam Battle was. And maybe Game Jam Battle was a bad title or a bad name for this. However, I thought it sounded kind of cool, and it sounded like, oh, okay, get people interested, because it technically is a battle between two devs, but technically the end product is for themselves, right? At the end of the day, whatever they accomplish, they either learn something new, probably, hopefully something new, maybe something they haven't tried before. I mean, really, I personally have never done the first 30 seconds of Mario, and but I know others that have. Not everyone has done that. So the thing about it is, we get to see the thought process and how other people go through the motions to solve a particular problem. So Matthew W. Oh, really? Hold on a second. Oh, really? So, I think I'm gonna. Are you streaming? Hold on a second. We might have a guest, a third opponent here. One, two, three. Or nope. All right. So Matthew is not doing it. Doesn't want to contend, but he is working at work. He's at work. Okay. But yeah, so let me try to read the chat because I kind of been glancing. So, all right. So controlling their volumes with time. Let's see. So we've got that. We'll worry about that later. They so is using template gets nope templates. Sorry, I entered that. Might be easier if they concentrate on the battle and don't need to talk until specified moments, which is why the host is vital. I kind of agree, but also a lot of people won't say they have a favorite, but they might have a favorite. They might want to just listen to Curtis, or they might want to listen to Alice, or maybe neither of them. But it's fine if they talk, because sometimes, especially for me, if I'm not using my ducks to solve issues, right? When you want to talk to your duck, it kind of helps to think out loud, right? So we can mute them, but which I did right now because I'm just talking. But yeah, we're gonna unmute them so they can talk and you guys can hear what they're saying. And she'll get to the camera, yeah. And we don't need jam rules for like this. It's nice to see other devs custom stuff. Exactly. So the thing is we don't want this to be another game jam. And I don't want it to be another game jam. I just want everyone to either learn a new way of doing something, or just maybe rethink a process that they're doing on their own. And maybe they might learn something from either of these devs, right? Any devs. So I'm gonna unmute them and let them talk for a little bit.
Promote, make this blend time. We'll do that. Promote, blend.
I was right. Okay, yeah, I know why it wasn't showing the green. It was because I had not placed I had not pressed the P key. Okay, put that back in the world. Okay, we have a nav mesh bounce volume. I pressed P. Yes, good, perfect. Okay, so let's scale that.
And don't forget to hit that follow button if you are enjoying the stream. Don't forget to hit their follow buttons either. They're the ones really working hard anyway.
Just a little bit.
We are under an hour and a half.
Don't need to do this for the whole level yet. In fact, it's more performance if I don't.
Alice is working on NavMesh.
All right.
NavMesh. She's working on NavMesh. I'm not sure if she's having enemies that early. She might have enemies that early. So she's working on she looks like she's gonna be working on AI pretty soon. We have JV. Actually, I have no idea what JV is working on. Let's unmute him for a little bit.
We need to move like
both of them are a lot quieter now. Yeah, I think there's some realization setting in probably, but I think they're just concentrating. And when I'm really concentrating, I get quiet though. I'm like, especially trying to figure out a problem.
Like if we do Z, it'll be like, yeah, so extend out that way. We only just need the Y and Z, so we need to extend this about
to remind
both of them. Well, we could do either that, or we can just actually just grab this and just stretch it out. That still works.
Egg
that
breakfast.
Works still. That still works.
Valkyria.
Like nothing actually changed or happened. It just still works.
Don't forget, if you need help, thank me or the audience.
Grab you. Up a little bit like this. Side. Let's test it out. Let's walk to this game. So let's walk to the right. It's something wonky. Cause I have no idea where I'm at. Okay.
This guy, Vega.
I'll make sure I do that. Thank you. Make sure to phone that friend.
All right, so we've
Okay,
got
what happened?
both of them are requiring me audio-wise.
Um,
Yeah, well, I've actually put them down. Their user voice, they're down at like.
What did I set this up? Oh, the FOV, of course. That's why. The FOC is so wonky. There we go.
About 25% now.
So far, we're now walking back. We got it working. Now he's walking backwards. So that's not. So far, that's not the control. That's not the controls we want want that happening. But of course, I do want to lock Z because we're not moving. Because we're not moving left. So when we lock Z, this is what's gonna look like. Bam. Now we're ready to go. We're solid on. We're pretty much solid on the camera. Now we want to go ahead and work on this. Okay, of course the camera movement is kind
Thanks
of
for that follow,
backwards, but
Daniel
that's
V.
just the you can either change the controls or do something very lazy and just flip this over, rotate the camera around to 180 degrees. And there, problem solved. You can pretty much move left and right that easily. Without worry about
Small amount of time to this challenge.
So,
Hey, Mike.
I'm gonna pull this out. I want to lower it.
2 hours.
FOV a
And
bit.
now
about
I'm going to create.
60.
I'm going to create a
There we go.
target here.
Looks pretty nice.
Goomba is going to immediately target.
All right, for those tuning in, I'm going to do their bios real quick again. Make sure everyone understands who we're dealing with. All right, so let's get this chat. Actually, do I like this better than the other one? I don't know if I like the chat or not. Not sure. We'll go with this. This thing says event starts. All right. So on the left, we have Valkyria. Her real name is Alice. She's been in software development for about 5 years now. She's been using Unreal Engine for about 7 months. She has participated in 2 game jams so far. Bot Says Jam, which was hosted by Unreal Slackers, and this year's Epic Mega Jam. She's a data warehouse engineer when she's not game deving. Her favorite animal is a cat. Her favorite color is purple. Her favorite song is Down Under by the Australian rock group band Men at Work. Her hobbies, other than game dev, include reading fantasy novels, world building, anime, playing video games with compelling stories. Her goal in game development is to pretty much learn Unreal Engine as best as she can and realize her childhood dream as being a quote-unquote real game dev. JV Wanderer on the right, his real name is Curtis. He's been in game development for about 6 years now, using Unreal Engine for about 2 years. He's done a couple global game jams, as well as various Unreal Engine monthly jams. And he's also done the London Dare 32 jam. During the day, he works as a cashier. His favorite animal is a dog. His favorite color is red. His favorite song is Five House, Don't Hold Me Back by Dioro and Dicey. His hobbies, other than game dev, obviously, is drawing, playing video games, and watching anime. His goal for next year in game development is to either work on a game project or make assets for the marketplace. All right, now we're going to get back to this. We've got about an hour and 20 minutes. And JV, aka Curtis, thought he was going to use Super Grid, but I'm not sure what happened to that. Best marketplace asset? Yep, pretty much. True story there. Hey man, how's it going? Hey, how's it going, Strange Zach? Not too bad, not too bad. How you doing tonight? Yeah, Super Grid is pretty awesome actually. Definitely something that almost everyone I know has either used it and has it and bought it. It's definitely something that if you don't have it, I think it's pretty cheap. Look at me, advertisement for freaking marketplace items. What? But definitely something that every dev will have. Oh, come on, it's taking forever, man. Super Grid. Does Super come up? Oh wow, there's like a whole bunch of Super. There it is, Super Grid. He calls it the starter pack, but I don't think there's a. He said he was gonna make an extension of it, but I don't think he's ever done it yet. So that's the Super Grid. It's crap. I don't know how much it is because I don't have, because I already have it. But it's on the marketplace. Buy Z-Orb. Definitely highly recommend if you have some spare cash and you want to use it. You'll see JV here on the right. Use it. Shipped our update, so a lot of stuff is off my shoulders. What game are you working on there, Strange Zach? It's $25, Hunkor. Yeah, for $25 you get a lot actually. You definitely get a lot. Squad, sweet Squad. Squad is a Unreal Engine 4 game, multiplayer, and I can't. Ooh, yeah, I'll do some advertisement for you too. I think it's a 20. Is it 32 versus 32? Squad. Squad Steam. 50 versus 50. I was kind of close. Kind of close. And we'll hook up this because game devs. This is all about game devs, right? Unreal Engine 4. That's who cares about the ratings, right? Don't worry about ratings, guys. You play the game and you write up what you want to write up. But yep, 50 versus 50. Squad. Another game I would highly recommend. Only because I've seen it. Sadly, I don't have the game. Ooh, sick burn. But actually, yeah. Don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. Probably should though, huh? That is Squad on Steam. Free copy giveaway. You don't know. All right. So JV over here, Curtis on the right, he is looking at the trying to get a feel for what exactly the first 30 seconds of Super Mario Bros. Is. You know, probably, and you know, this could be, you know, it's 2016, right? So a lot of game devs, especially the youngins nowadays, they might have never ever played this original Super Mario Brothers. Even they probably never played a Super Mario game. You know, you got the whole. Oh, let's not. Never mind. I was gonna say something, but there's no point saying all that other rest of the stuff. But anyways, back to Super Mario Brothers. Though we'll keep it on topic. Is yeah, a lot of people have not played Super Mario Brothers original, and probably haven't even played any of the Super Mario Brothers. We have free weekend next weekend, dude. What else? That is scary. What is scary there, Honkor? What do you think? That this generation of game devs has not played Super Mario Brothers original? What? We're getting trolled here by chat. Yes. The my 6-year-old, he's definitely been playing. He's definitely has played Super Mario Brothers. I got it on the Nintendo DS. Yeah, the Nintendo DS, the big one, whatever. Do I even have it up here? I don't know where it's at. But anyways, he downloaded off the Nintendo Marketplace. As much as he hates it because it's kind of hard for him, he still gets addicted to it. He'll play it. It's pretty funny. He'll also play the updated version, Super Mario Brothers 3D or Super Mario World. Now I can't remember which one I had downloaded for him. No, I think it is 3D. It's a good question. I don't remember which 3D Mario I have downloaded also, but he'll play that. And again, it's kind of hard platforming for him, but he enjoys it. What the? Removed. I don't even know what's going on over here. Anyway. So, in chat, we've got a couple things going on here. We got Strange Zach. He is one of the devs for Squad. We already talked about that before. I'm not sure what exactly they're doing. They're talking about. Alright, we're going to go ahead and times it. We have an hour and 13 minutes. We're going to unmute them so we hear some chatter.
We're going to look for AI.
There we go.
What did I do before? I did a character.
Alright. That should be the right size.
Oh, come on. Toggle chat.
That should be the right size. So, here's one going to do
Pretty
next.
sure it was higher up. I'm pretty sure it was pawn.
Why can I not?
Select this again. Actually,
About...
go and edit again and change the mesh to a different.
Let's add a static mesh to it. We're going to add SM Rock.
Super Grid, get that.
Okay, we have SM Rock.
Super Grid box
graph.
And we're just going to replace it.
The event graph, we're going to.
Of course, I could replace it by going to here.
AI controller.
Going to cube. And there we go. It should also change this up as well.
I'll need you to unmute me so I can ask you questions.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, just let me know. And I will absolutely do that.
Alright, cool. Move around and see how it looks.
Alright, let's see what they're doing. This is why we need to develop emulators for youngins with Strawberry. With Strawberry 3.4S? I don't even know what that is.
Doing this.
What the heck?
We're doing this.
I need to,
Mini NES. Oh, so that whole mini NES thing.
If only I have a character I can use that add that certain
Hold on, let me
size.
mute them real quick.
Oh wait.
The whole thing about the mini NES. So I forgot what site reviewed it, but somehow they kind of screwed it up, and I guess the length of the controller cord is like super short, like less than 5 feet. So it's possible that you won't have enough room to like hang back on your couch. Hopefully they fix that before they they ship it, but I doubt it. So you might have to like put it on the table in between the TV and the couch. But yeah, other than that, I heard it was fantastic, and I really that's definitely one of those Christmas stuff. No, I mean, it's kind of small enough, right? It fits in the palm of your hand. Could be a nice little stocking stuffer for a lot of kids. Raspberry Pi. Is that what Strawberry? Okay, Strawberry. Gotcha. I actually don't own the Raspberry Pi. I've always kind of wanted one though, because it looks really cool to develop, and I've seen a lot of stuff, like a lot of crazy stuff people do with it, and it's like, man, that little thing, and really like pretty much about $100, you can get yourself a fully, you got the case. The Pi itself is like what, $25-$35. With I think it's with Wi-Fi and more with some other stuff and add-ons, but basically about $100, right? Once you're done specking it out, with the memory and all that. So for about $100, for a 100 little mini computer, you can do a lot, right? Definitely need to get on that. Excuse me. So what I do have, hold on a second, I'll be right back. What sadly has not happened is me opening my box from Primo Toys. Primo Toys were the developers or the makers of Kibuto, which was it's supposed to teach kids programming, and that's definitely something. Kibuto, definitely something that toys. Something I would highly recommend if you have kids. These guys, man, I'm like advertising the heck out of other game developers and stuff. But yes, Primo Toys. Kibuto, they pretty much learn game development or not game development. They learn programming. So, just by simple little blocks, really. And yeah, definitely highly recommend if you have kids. It might make a great Christmas gift also. Kibuto, you want a link of that? Primo Toys. That is there. Learned by moving the turtle around. Yeah, I mean, I want to teach my kid, right? Programming at an early age, because it just sucks that I learned programming at such a late in my adulthood. I don't care. I'm currently 33 years old, right? I was a Marine for 12 years. I kind of have an excuse, a valid excuse, right? Because not really worried about programming while I'm doing some other stuff in the Marine Corps, but it still would have helped me, and it would have helped me become a better game dev, I think, if I would have learned programming at an earlier stage. Struggle's real, and I mean every day is always a struggle, right? But you're always learning something new. But yeah, if you have kids, get those. Go ahead and try to get them learning programming at an early stage. So we've got, I'm not sure what that rock represents from Alice on the left. We're gonna unmute her and see.
It is a pawn. So what's its problem?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I kickstarted that Primo toy.
We are going to open up our other project.
What is he doing?
And figure out how we did it before.
Alright, so JV on the right has brought in one of his characters that he's been working on. Remember, he's pretty much an artist.
We also want to change up its change up its position, because Jazzy is in a T pose, while this one's in an A pose. We need to set this, switch it up to an A pose. So you can actually change your change the character's bones. Well, change the character's position on the bones, to be exact, to anywhere you need the character to be. So I need this arm to be down here. Hey Alex, how you doing? And second of all, you can't be my mother. She's at Houston.
Okay.
Thank you. So many people. Man, the people I get from they're like get pick up a bed. Like, this is how I live. Not really, but technically how I live. got ourselves set up. Let's make sure it's not 2, 3. I think this is okay. All right. Then now we got this pose. We want to make sure
Yeah.
the pose is safe. Make sure. So all we gotta do.
Let me mute that
once
real quick.
once it,
Yeah, I know Encore. It still kind of sucks though. Writing a 3D vector engine in QBasic in high school was fun, but I wish OpenGL had been around back then. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff. There's definitely a lot more for kids nowadays than it was when I was growing up, but in early '80s. But still, it's been fun. It's been fun learning Unreal Engine, game dev overall over the past couple years. JV does a lot of cool animation stuff in the stream. Yes, so JV kind of focuses mainly on character art as well as animations. Valkyssa, she's all around really. She's just trying to learn as much as she can, doing whatever she can. Let's see what she has to say. Got 3 minutes left before I start questioning them in.
Let's create a pawn. So the pawn should have the AI component. Okay, we're going to take Olento's idea and go to the docks, because I've never done this before.
Nope.
At least not in this way.
Olento. What's she on Pro Wolf over here? Was he asking me? My bad. Go ahead, JV.
It looks fun.
Okay, so we create a pawn.
Looks kind of weird though, but it definitely shows that it works.
We have our nav mesh.
Hello, Victor.
We should be able
Yeah,
to
what's
add
up?
pawn to the
You wanted to do
controller to the
questions?
pawn.
Oh, yeah. We still got 2 minutes, but you can hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, good.
I was just wondering if you're ready for the questions yet.
Um,
Hold on.
about 2 more minutes. Give you time to finish up what you're doing.
All right. Just making sure.
No problem.
Okay, so now,
I'll keep them open. Yeah.
we have the animations.
Active
Ain't
component.
the perfect animations, but the animation
Pawn,
nonetheless.
The pawn has an actor.
So now we gotta go back in here.
So a character.
Where did I
Okay,
put the
hold on.
side score character here?
Let's
I didn't
consult
move
the
him
docs,
anywhere.
like I should
Oh,
be.
matter of fact, I haven't moved him anywhere else. So that's a good idea. I want to move her into my SCG blueprint. So let's do that.
All right,
Let's go
JV, can you hear me?
into Blueprint.
Nope, he
Grab
cannot.
this character.
Damn it. He muted me
and
again?
drag in this folder. And we're just gonna call it movie here.
Why? You muted me.
We're just moving it. Then we want to change it up. Get the SGA character in there. Everything seems to be set up. Okay. Where you want to go into project settings real quick. Maps and mode. Change the map real quick. And change the game mode to STG game mode. And also the...
JV,
That's not it.
unmute me.
Where are they? Change the game mode
So I can
to
talk
the
to
STG game mode.
you.
The stream's the same thing. Oh, he's ready to refresh now. Alright, cool.
All right.
Hello,
You can hear me now?
I can hear you.
Awesome. All right, so what do you have so far? I've been kind of glancing between both of you, so it's kind of confusing to see what exact progress you got.
I have this. All I did is set up the camera. and
Okay.
and Jazzy. So pretty much I'm good on camera. So we got like a Mario style like camera system. And that's basically almost about it. So yeah.
All right, that's not bad. So you've got the camera working, you got the character, you got the controls working, which is
Yep.
3 C's. So you got the very first 3 C's in game development already done. That's good. What do you think you can be working on next? Don't worry about. I wouldn't concentrate too much on animations unless you really wanted to. But
I'm just so far we already got the character moving and moving and jumping. I might focus on might add in running as well. Get the character run, but I also need to do blocks as well as moving enemies. So so the one thing I'm pretty much what I want to focus on right now is just blocks. Get the blocks taken care of, then probably get the character get the character run by having y'all hold shift, and try to get enemies in there as well. Just like moving enemies. So, but yeah, that's pretty much about that's pretty much about it. That's what I pretty much gonna do.
all right, all right. I'll let you get back to it.
All right, getting back to it. Thank
Mute.
you.
Yep, mute me.
All right, now we're back into it. Real quick, I want
You can't hear me,
to
right?
actually
Tech.
make
No,
not make something, but just want the
I'll mute him. And
To actor.
Alice, Krista, can you hear me? Tested. Nope. Mainly struggle on getting AI
It's the
recorded.
player
Ah,
controller.
my bad.
What are you doing?
I was not paying
I feel
attention.
it. I feel like
Unmute
we're
me.
close. This is going to be
Maybe I can help her out with the AI too while we're at it.
unmute Victor. You're not muted, but I'll turn you up.
Let me turn you up too. All right, you can hear me?
Hold on. I'm gonna put you on the headphones so that you're not really. Hey.
Hey, all right, good. So you can hear me, right?
Yes, I
All
can hear
right,
you now.
awesome. So what I just want to check in, see how you were doing. What do you have?
Hold on, I'm gonna mute JV.
All right.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. So just want to check in, see what you had for us so far. What and yeah, well, let's see. What do you have right now?
Okay, so I have a plane. I have a nav mesh on it. I have a character with an AI controller. That character is now grabbing its AI controller, supposedly, and it's going to move towards an actor. So wait, did you hear that bit?
Yep, I'm
Okay.
listening. I can hear everything.
Okay, so we initially hit some troubles because I've only ever done this once, making a character that can actually move.
Okay. Are you? If you need any help,
And
I've been doing AI work the past couple days. So if you hit any struggles, just let me know.
Cool, yeah. So I did this once that we just hit this section in Ben Tristram's course. But so far in all my projects, I've never had enemy characters that were AI. So that's what tripped us up in the beginning. But I think this one's going to work.
Okay. If you run into problems, go ahead and create yourself a AI controller, and then dump your AI logic inside that controller, and then on your character, under your AI thing controller, you go ahead and put your new AI controller on that instead. So Vakrisa
That probably makes sense instead of putting it on the character.
That is correct. Because I'm not sure if that's gonna. I mean, I'm sure it will. Because technically, I mean, you're getting. Self. Technically, controller would be self, but technically that controller will be the AI controller when you're using stuff like that. Because right now you're using the AI controller, but not really. You're not really using an AI controller right now. You're using the default AI controller, which probably is nothing. But I don't know. You can look. Also, so you're pretty much going to be working on AI for the little bit, and then what's your next? You're going to work on the blocks and mushrooms.
So yeah, once I have an AI working and it will move uh, from the back towards a point behind the character at the start of the level, then I'm going to start working on items that can spawn as a result of the player hitting a thing.
Okay. Okay. How do you like this so far? How you feeling about it?
So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a good thing because I'm doing a thing that I was going to have to wait until tomorrow to do as part of my class. But now I get a jump on it.
Nice. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to let you get right back to it then. Good luck.
Alrighty.
Okay. Shoot. This is the course. I am definitely advertising like a mofo today on stream. But Udemy course, definitely an excellent course for those who want. Here, I'll let you look sneak peek an Unreal Engine and want to learn some C++. I'm going to be very frank. Excuse me. Some of the practices don't make sense. Some of it, obviously, you can improve upon yourself. They're learning pretty much, but they've been in development and software there for so long that they kind of know what the hell they're talking about, and they're able to figure it out a little bit better and easier. But they do go through the process pretty step by step. And it's very great for newbies, even for those intermediate users. And so the colors content here in the very beginning, they talk about source control. No, I don't think he talks about source control until probably build and escape, which is good. But he goes to Bulls and Cow, which is just basic. Actually, this is just in Visual Studio 2015, so you don't even jump into Unreal. But he goes through the basics. It's pretty detailed. And then your first Unreal game in C++, and then he starts talking about source control and stuff like that. They use Git source tree also, and then eventually, actually, they use source tree in the beginning, local repo, and then later on in the course, he goes and talks about how to upload your source tree local Git up to GitHub. So then you have local and GitHub, or either or. The fourth one's Battle Tank, which was where I kind of was like, okay. And then I haven't done the first-person shooter testing grounds yet. But yeah, it's definitely a great course. Highly recommend. Obviously, just wait until it's on sale because it goes on sale a lot. So you can get it easily for under $20. And that's the Unreal Engine Developers course on Udemy. And yeah, I mean, look at right now. It's 41 hours long of C++ Unreal Dev. Well, yeah, other than obviously the first part that I just told you, where he goes basic C++ syntax. But yes, it's definitely awesome sauce. I need to get back into it. Also, I'm learning Spanish, or I'm reading Spanish. So I'm letting Blueprints overtake me again. This looks awesome. What looks awesome? The course? Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that not a lot of people know about this. I remember spamming it when it first came out. When I was on Kickstarter, I was a Kickstarter. I helped kickstart it, and yeah, I mean, definitely worth its salt. Oh, okay. JV's got something going on over here. I saw a block. He needs to destroy it, or however he wants to do it. Destructible mesh would be kind of cool to see, but who knows? We've got right. Let's go on and do some social media. For those who just joined in, these two are trying to recreate the first 30 seconds of Super Mario Brothers in their own way. They don't have to like be 1 for 1, but they can get as close as they can. And so general mechanics, just jumping on the AI, getting that power up, getting on blocks, killing an enemy. They're not probably thinking about anything about the score, but I'm not worried about it. Bam. Just trying to see, and finally that fire up, fire flower. So that's what they're doing. Tune in for the last. Tune in for the last. What are we? We're 50 minutes. 4 game dev battle. Recreate and yeah, that's it. Indie dev, right? Boom, post. All right. Let me unmute these guys. Boom, boom.
Let's see how it goes.
That is exactly what we want. It's not create, it is make.
Hello. Why do you went up?
2640, 526.
And do I have multi? Let me exit out of this real
Get
quick.
out of
I mean, we got
way.
a world location, but but suddenly it just shifted
Perfect.
way up,
Perfect.
way too high up.
Okay.
So,
now
have
let's.
to queue
Now
world
that we
location.
know that our movement stuff works.
How about not the cube world
let
location?
us
Let's get
add
the
a static mesh.
actor's world location.
Static mesh is now going to be SM raw.
No, we're not transformed by the location.
And in the viewport,
Area. Now let's try it again.
that's the
This is,
opposite of what we
still went
wanted.
a bit too far up for my taste.
We wanted green to be wide.
But it's bouncing. That's one thing we got.
And actually, we
got
want them to
accomplished.
be somewhat
But
squat.
it's bouncing too
There we
high.
go. Let's take the default mesh and take away its mannequin. Hey, Zen. Hey, Zener on Twitch. Oh, okay, that's Zenera. Zener on Twitch. Okay, cool.
Anyway, it's good.
Hey, Zener.
Anyway, that's fine. That
If
is
you want
perfectly
commentary,
fine.
oh, that's way too high. Victor's going to be doing the commentary, and I'm just going to be kind of talking
Alright,
about what I'm
so,
doing.
That's one thing out of the way.
If you're
I
cool
want to
with
quickly
that,
make
then that's cool.
its,
Just, you can hang out here.
This box
That is
probably gonna
correct.
have different types of.
Okay,
sh-
so
this
that
box
is
pretty much
pretty
gonna have
scary.
different types of properties. So
I
wanna
wonder
make
if we
a.
shouldn't make it to where, like, it just pushes.
All right. I'm gonna mute those guys. Had to throw out some stuff. Make sure everybody catches the last few minutes of the game dev battle. Want to make sure that everyone gets the opportunity to see what's going on here. And pretty much we have. Well, we have, like I said, beginning. JV has got the 3 C's down. And Valkrista's doing pretty good too over there. She's working on AI on the left. Actually, not entirely too sure what she's working on. What the hell? I have no idea what that is. It looks like a rocky hot dog, really. What the heck? No idea what that is. Really. What are 3 C's? 3 C's are character, control, and camera. Probably said in the wrong order, but really doesn't matter. Character, control, camera, very important. Actually, it's very important in game design to get those 3 right in the very beginning, because that's pretty much your, well, it's pinnacle, really. It's your foundation. It's your cornerstone, really. And it's pretty much as long as you can get the, so obviously the character is obviously what the character is playing, right? And how you control that character is very vital also. And obviously the camera work, as we saw with Orinator's Game Jam entry in Mega Jam. If you have some wonky camera, You might piss off a lot of people, or you might just make people sick. Like this guy. I'm gonna try to unmute these guys and see.
Mushroom VP. Actually, now that I think about
And
it,
search for
we're going to move.
Up block type.
We're gonna rename
Save.
character BP.
Compile. Set
Because
that
now
to
that we
normal.
know that it works,
Hit the block type.
let's go ahead and use that.
We'll make the block. We'll make sure the block type is show.
Goomba BP. Okay. Goomba is gonna go under the enemies folder.
And we'll make a switch.
Now, mushroom BP.
Using that block
We're
type.
gonna make a mushroom for folder for
With
items.
that, it should.
Yeah, there were a lot of interesting VR games for sure. Encore. There were some interesting ones. Definitely some interesting ones. And I'm kind of glad to see a lot more VR entries in the jams. Definitely, VR is very interesting. Kind of excited for MR and AR also on the horizon. See how those play out in the world. And obviously VR 2.0, right? We've got Valve. Well, HTC, whatever, one of them. They're releasing the Lighthouse 2.0 or 3.0 actually. Those new lighthouses are coming out next year, as well as their new controllers, which look badass. And I heard from a buddy of mine that they feel even better. So not only do they look better, but they feel better, and so yes. And you can wrap them around, so you can like actually throw objects when you let go. You're actually like throwing them, so it actually feels better. So kind of excited for all of that. I can't really speak on Oculus Rift. I don't have one. I have my personal opinions against them or about them, but whatevs. So I don't know what they're doing now. I know that I think they're coming out with something wireless, which really is probably gonna be like the biggest thing for VR, if they can somehow keep the latency down. Definitely, very excited to see wireless HMDs. Oh, Climbing was awesome. That game, oh man, I'm advertising like a mofo here. Climbing on Steam. Sadly, not an Unreal Engine 4 game. However, it's probably like one of the most fun I've had in VR in like a while. That like wasn't. I guess it was unexpected fun. And I think that's why I enjoyed it, and I probably still need to review it. But as you can see, I mean, it's got some really good reviews. If you have HTC Vive, I so recommend it. I highly recommend it. It's obviously more fun when you have like the whole room filled up. But yes, it is freaking amazing. See, like look at the first review. You know, he lives in Tokyo. His son works in New Jersey, and they meet up for 2 hours for climbing. You get stories like that. It's like, like VR is actually good, and you kind of feel like you're there, and it's just really, really awesome. Really awesome. It's one of those like emerging gameplay type deals, you are expecting to have fun. Oh, JB, just be right back. Great movement system, yes, definitely. Have you played it, Encore? Have you played it? Have you gotten a chance to play it? I am taking chat, of course. Lazaro Alamani. I'm definitely. Hey, don't forget, hit the follow button, wherever that is, as well as whatever. You don't have one, Encore? You should try to apply for Unreal Dev Grant, guys. If you want to get yourself a free HTC Vive Unreal Dev Grants. By the way, this is how I got mine, so I kind of know what I'm talking about here. All you need to do, which is funny because it looks like somebody I know, but I guess it's not her. Yeah, so Unreal Dev Grant. If you're working, well, first off, if you're working on anything, right, a game or something, or if you want to play, you need some financial assistance, or you just want some free money, right? and you think that you could represent Unreal Engine in some way or another, go ahead and apply for a dev grant. I mean, you can see everyone's making some money for free, getting some money for free. Go ahead and do it. There's also, so over here, this is pretty much it. Anyone making any cool things, students and educators, and crowdsourcing fundraisers. All right. So I'm not entirely too sure. Okay, I get it. So then all you gotta do is get down here. Bam. I'm in what's next. Tell us about a project, include links to videos, any info that you want, right? Obviously, the more you have, the better. But also try to do an elevated pitch. Like, use 10-second elevated pitch. Try to write that there in the very beginning to get them hooked. And then throw a link down because that'll be the first thing they probably look at. Or hopefully they do anyway. But yeah, so for the HTC Vive giveaway, you just tell them, hey, this is for HTC Vive. This is not for money because there's 2 different dev grants, right? Sadly, they don't have them separated. So you just got to let them know, hey, I want this. I want HTC Vive. Go ahead and do that. And yeah, and hopefully you get one. I think I heard back in about a month once I submitted. So, oh, you did, Encore? Okay, gotcha. So Lazaro, Alami, what's up, Lazaro? Encore, great. Yeah, you should reapply. I mean, I don't know if they were just bombarded by submissions or something, but I mean, people know you, so I mean, submit a project or something that kind of looks like you kind of want why you want to work in VR. It's kind of hard sometimes, but yeah, definitely. Okay, so let me make sure here. Got 3 people watching on live coding. And I got Daniel V. Thanks for the follow. What did I submit? Seiya-yo. EIO. Man, I don't even know who you are. That's good. Good to see some new faces around here. If you haven't followed me, you should definitely follow me. You should be brave enough. Do it. It'd be awesome. Hit the follow button because there's some cool music if you do. And your name gets to be on here. Somebody can trump Encore. What did I submit? I submitted a... I don't even know. I don't even know where the heck that is. Tutorial. YouTube. I'm going to have to find that. And I don't know if I even have it where it would be really, to be honest. But I submitted a fake UE4 fake VR. Oh, there it is. All right. So this is what I submitted. My Perception Neuron 32 kit UE4 fake VR demo. It's funny because I get people always ask me stuff. That's me over there.
Simulating virtual reality by attaching a camera to the head of a dirt person character. I am using the Perception Neuron plugin that was done by Rebo on the forums. And let's just rock and roll. I'm sure this is actually still recording. So,
It was like my very first time I ever did anything in OBS too. It's me using Perception Neuron, trying to simulate what I would look like in a HMD. Let's say, I mean, it was just, proof of concept that I could develop something, and it could probably be in a VR environment.
virtual reality head mounted display. I can see.
If I had an HMD, I wouldn't be running into walls, right? I do now, but yeah, still need to lose some pounds here and there. Definitely does not show my figure very well. Yeah, I can't get to it. But anyways, this is my pitch.
Only I had a Vive. I could actually probably see in the world.
So that was my pitch right there, and obviously somebody liked it. So I highly recommend. You know, if you guys have something like that, something similar, go ahead and apply for HTC Vive. You know, just make something a little quick and easy. Something show them that you know what you're doing. That you're not just gonna get a free Vive and just like not do anything with it. You know. So yeah. All right. I don't know. There's some cat over in Lazaro Alami over at YouTube. I don't know if he's still there. YouTube Gaming. He was talking to me, but I don't know. He didn't really say anything. Oh shoot! I didn't do that. How do I? It's so weird. YouTube Gaming. I haven't done anything really. If I wasn't YouTube, excuse me, if I wasn't using Restream, I wouldn't really do anything on YouTube Gaming. It's kind of like it's really weird. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people love that stuff though. And I just can't tell if someone is like stream live. I can't even tell if there's anybody over there at YouTube. Live dashboard. Chat. Oh, chat's gone. No, chat's there. But I can't really tell if like anybody is there. Yeah, I don't know how to use YouTube Gaming. Maybe one day I'll figure it out. Twitch is definitely still my go-to. Beam is cool though. And live coding's obviously is really cool though. I like to my more complete jam projects. Yeah, Encore. I mean that could be something, but if your jam projects have nothing to do with Vive, or because that's the thing, you need like a catch, right? You need like a catch to like be like, oh, okay, they're gonna be they're gonna dev for VR, right? Or you know, or the possibility is there. Yeah, I think they will definitely look at it a little bit more. Oh, I see what Krista did. She didn't actually program a where is she? I don't even know what she's doing right here. I'll figure it out. Oh, not the Vive one. Got it. Oh, no problem. Seyayo. How do you say your name? Seyayo. Is it Seyayo? Seyayo? Seyayo. I don't know how to say it. I tried a couple times. Yeah, Restream is awesome. Thanks to I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for Katatis. His name's Ryan. He don't like me right now, but whatever. Hopefully he'll get over it. Because I didn't mean no harm, buddy. Did not mean any harm, buddy. See ya. What? That's not how you say your name. There's no way. Zeyaio? Oh. What? Your name? Oh, your real name is Zia? So it's Zia? Zia. But what's the IO? It's just like silent or something? What's up with that? Cia-io? Or CIO? Or is it just Cia-io? Or is it just Cia, but the IO silent? Oh, that's strange. Okay. Dev drama. Yeah, dev drama. Yeah, crap happens. I mean, stuff gets taken out of context. I mean, what can you do? You can't do anything about it. People, like it's just like drama, so they're gonna just insinuate things that wasn't even meant in the first place. And anybody who knows me knows that I say what's on my mind. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat anything, which is obviously a problem, right? But uh, when there's nothing bad or meant by what I'm saying, uh, I don't see how people get offended by it. If people are getting offended by what I say, then that's not my problem. I'm not, especially if I'm not directing something at that person. But let's stop talking about that. I don't even care really about that. Stuff will work out in the end, or it won't. Let's get back to it. We have less than 30 minutes now. 30 minutes. Go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. See, let's see if we can get these guys muted. Unmuted, I mean. Because I'm pretty sure I'm still muted on their end. Unmute me, por favor. Unmute me, JV. Unmute me.
Hello?
Oh crap, that's loud. Yo, what's up, Curtis? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Not too
Are we
bad,
done
not
yet?
too bad. Nope, you still have half an hour.
All right, cool.
You good though?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm hungry, but I'm good.
Hungry. All right, 30 minutes. All right. What do you have left so far?
Just changing characters to run, dash, and pretty much jump a little more higher.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I that's all I have to that's all I have right now. I'm still I need to work on it. I still have one more thing, which is enemies. I think the enemies is gonna be a block that's moving left, right, a small block.
Yep. I would probably suggest not doing AI for that. Just a simple timeline or something.
Simple timeline, okay.
Yeah. That'll be the quickest thing. I should have said that to Valkyria. I don't know why I let Alice go ahead and do AI, but I should have just said do a simple timeline. That would have been just simpler. Just
a simple timeline.
Yeah, just do a either lerp it vector from one vector to another, so it goes left and right, and just have it loop, or or pretty much go up and down, however you want to do it. But the timeline will be faster, and it doesn't have anything to do with AI control. You don't have to worry about that. But he'll just go back and forth.
Okay.
All right. Good. All right. Good talk. Good luck.
All right.
Mute me. I'm gonna talk to Alice now.
Well, first,
Oh crap!
let's generate some hit events.
Why are they so loud now? Did I turn up my volume?
Let's overlap everything ever.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Let's look at the third-person character. Let's look at their head collision.
Is it full screen?
It'll overlap everything ever.
Sure.
It also simulates whatever.
Okay. Somebody unmute me. Box using overlap with it.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
About
I
Chris.
was pointing out something interesting.
Unmute me. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Victor wants us to unmute him. So we are going to make him loud again.
Loud. I want to be loud.
Up. Hey, Victor.
Loud. What's up? How you doing?
We've made progress. So the characters now move in the direction that we like.
Mm-hmm.
And we are now working on creating an item that you can hit with your head only. And when you do so, it destroys the item and drops a different item. So in this case, we're creating the destructible blocks.
Awesome. Cool. So what do you have left?
Well, I'm going to stop typing for a moment. What do we have left? Essentially, of the core ideas, once this is going, we just have left to make the actual enemies also die when the same sort of thing happens, but not with the head, but with the feet. And so we're just sort of figuring out how to make events happen when they're overlapped.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but JB is a little bit behind, so I told him he really didn't have to do any kind of AI system. He could have simply done a simple timeline event animation, just going back and forth pretty much. That would have helped you a little bit too with time.
Yeah. Well, luckily, we got the AI working,
Good.
And
Awesome.
It's doing exactly what we wanted.
Nice. Awesome. Congratulations then.
How much time left? Is that?
You have 24 minutes left.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. So, viewers, I just want you to know that we're not going to finish on time. But some fun has been had here.
I will continue streaming overtime. And if you guys want to continue working, we can still keep going. It's not. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Let's see where we are at the 9 o'clock mark.
Sounds good. About 23 minutes. We'll get back.
Because I'll probably work on this a little bit better, not on stream, but we'll see how it goes.
All right. Good luck. 23 minutes. We'll on the countdown, I'll have you unmute me, and then we'll just have a talk.
All right. Cool.
All right. All right. Don't forget to mute me. Let's see what's going on with chat over here. Got my enemy working, just using an actor, moving it every frame until it bumps into something and reverses. Simple. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, there's so many ways people could have done it. I mean, devs could have done it. Obviously, you know, and this is part of the process, right? You're gonna learn. What the hell? I don't know if you're watching what Curtis is doing over here on the right side, JV the Wanderer, but excuse me, that thing was jumping really high for some reason. So yeah, it's part of the game process, right? You're gonna learn, and it's called refactoring for the most part in software dev or any kind of programming. You're gonna figure out, oh well, there's a better way to do this, right? Or there's a more cost-effective way to do it, a more performant way to do it. So eventually you figure it out. But something for like a game dev battle. I mean, if you want to go full on hardcore on in exactly how proper game dev, then hey, good on you. I kind of thought that we could have done this in 2 hours. But hey, it's been a learning process. Hopefully everyone's enjoying it, and we'll see when the next battle is and who will be participating and what the challenge will be. I've kind of got a good rough idea. Wow. JV the Wanderer's animation over there is pretty solid. The hair, his jump though is like super big for some reason. Oh, so he's going to make the jump higher or longer. Excuse me. Galaga in 2 hours? Well, I mean, okay, so check this out. So something I might not have explained, and the rules are it's the rules, the time limit, as well as the challenge, as well as when the time the streams start, is completely dependent on all the contenders as well as the host. Okay, I don't have to be the host. If someone else thinks they can host this thing way better than me, by all means step up. Let me know. I'm just the one that had this bright idea. I thought it'd be kind of cool to do it, to see other how other devs do their workflow in some kind of like mock battle, and they can kind of like a competition and have fun while doing it. But anyway, so long story short, right? So they only, this is really the only time that these two contenders could meet around at the same time, and about 2 hours was what the max was for them. So I kind of, picked a topic that it could have been tough. For some people it could have been tough. Some others it could have been easy. Every dev's different, right? So we're just seeing part of the game dev and just seeing how their workflow is, how they got from A to B. Funksy P. Wong, okay, yep. Funksy P. Wong says that probably suggests that they use unlanded function and built-in character for killing enemies, since they both haven't done that yet. Nice. Actually, I didn't even know there's an unlanded function in character. That's actually pretty impressive, actually. It'll take 1 minute to implement. Nice. If you want to go ahead and take credit for that, go ahead and just at them and suggest that to them. Hardcore says Galaga. You think you can Galaga in 2 hours? Yeah. I mean, I thought this could get done in 2 hours. So Galaga, again, it just, I guess, depends on, it's going to depend on the developer. But it's still good. It's still nice to see their process. Somebody chose to go level design and art first, and somebody else did scripting and animations first. I think, yeah, Alice chose to do standard. I don't even know what the heck that damn character is called. What's that Unreal character called? Anybody? Does that even have a name? What's the standard Unreal character, guys? Anybody? Unreal character. Nobody. I feel like I should know this name, but maybe not. I was trying to figure that out. There's some big ass blocks, dude. Manny. So Volkiller calls him Manny. Mannequin. Is it a mannequin? Third person mannequin or Unreal Skeleton mannequin? Oh, I don't even know what the heck it's called. UE4 mannequin. I think it is called the UE4 mannequin. Can't remember. Most Atari and classic arcades can be done. Well, that's why I kind of chose Super Mario Brothers, but yeah, next time. We'll see. If anyone's interested in participating, please let me know. Obviously, if you're on Discord chat, just PM me, or PM me on the forums, PM me here. It really doesn't matter. If you want to participate next time, please let me know. The more challengers, the better. Last 16 minutes. Oh, I gave you the wrong link. My bad. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and unmute these folks.
No, we don't want that. No. We want... Let's grab it from the starter materials. Map preview. We want the map preview mesh. That'll be our mushroom.
All right.
Okay. And now we're going to scale it down so that it is not some sort of crazy thing don't know. Okay, we're gonna do like 0.23 the same. That looks fine. So now when this thing gets destroyed, we're gonna spawn an actor. Let's spawn an actor.
Sorry, just trying to think of some questions. I just thought about some questions I wanted to ask them once this was
Okay.
over.
Let's
So
call
So I'm
this
writing them down before I
one
forget.
Mushroom BP. Okay, and it wants a spawn transform, which will actually be
gosh,
the
what is it,
location of the You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna destroy this after the No, we're gonna destroy it after, because if we don't, we're going to lose our reference.
Oh, I don't have the slime.
So
So that's not a bad idea, Hunkor. Next time I
let's
could-
do that.
I could supply assets for whoever wants to.
That doesn't even make sense.
But I mean,
It's one of the things-
technically they could have done anything. I mean, it could have been the ugliest freaking Super Mario in the world. It didn't matter, right? It was just basic game mechanics of a Mario
Mushroom after.
and just one enemy. That's all it really was.
I mean, let's destroy it after we spawn the mushroom, because I don't want to lose a. I don't want. You know what? We could have saved. The,
Valkiller over here says Donkey Kong the arcade would be a nice one to do.
later
Pretty simple
like
mechanic,
being destroyed,
gameplay mechanics
but
like
I
this
don't
Mario
want
one
to
does.
do
It's true.
So we're gonna get the transform.
I really thought 2 hours was really long. I'm not sure about that anymore. I think 2 hours is just about right.
We're gonna get the actor transform. We're going to pass that to the spawn location.
Obviously, there are things that could have been a
And
little bit more efficient in their workflows, in my opinion.
So let's just see if
but
our spawn
they're,
works now.
I think they did an excellent job so far.
Oh,
Ooh,
wait
my
a
voice is breaking up for some reason. Went by quickly, Hunkor.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we
I
get
mean,
the
you
spawn
2
mushroom,
hours did go by quick.
And what we're gonna need to do
And
is we're going to have
I'm glad some of you stuck it through for the full 2 hours.
Oh, you know, I didn't need
Really
to-
appreciate it. It's nice to see some,
did it
big
while I'm
names.
still playing.
break.
Wait a second. Okay, that's just the scene default scene component. Okay, let's look at the mushroom BP.
No, make.
Okay, Lazo
So the
Alamy.
mushroom BP needs
Yes,
to-
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Unreal Engine 4 is awesome. A horror game in VR.
It needs to have.
Yes.
gravity.
I would probably poop my
So
pants
what we
because
wanna do is
I
we
get scared
wanna
easily.
enable gravity.
But yes.
It's a movable object. I think we need to simulate physics if it's going to fall. Okay. So let's do that. Okay, cool. It simulates physics, it falls. Okay. So just like a standard mushroom, it falls. Just like in a Mario
Alright.
game.
Now it's hitting.
So now,
Alright, cool.
what we want to do is we want to say,
Alright.
what we're going to do is we're going to have
I
this
think I got my
one
last
collide
interview
as well.
questions. No, actually,
And when this one collides,
it was kind of my fault, maybe.
but only with the player.
The original intent was to tell them 15 minutes prior to the stream so they could do a little bit of research,
That's what
but that didn't happen.
in
They pretty much got told the theme, and then like 5 seconds later, I hit the counter. The stream actually started a little late, a couple minutes
So,
late.
Just to start with, we're going to
It looks like 7 minutes late. But yeah,
hit player if we end up hitting the player, and then we'll add the transform the player after we do this bit.
like I said, I would love to see more participants,
Almost to the point where
different
it's gonna
participants.
So let's just see what we can do.
With multi-Twitch, we can use, or multi-Twitch, we
So
can use
let's get a
either
reference
some kind of
to the player.
3, yeah. 1v1v1 free for all. We might be able to do 4.
Player pawn.
Not wait, multi-twitch can do as many as you want, right? So you might be able to do as many as we want.
What did we use before?
As long as I don't get banned, right?
This.
And I'm not violating TOS. I
Okay.
suppose we can continue doing this. Hopefully they get Twitch gets back to me.
So you can-
Kinda want to know. You know, I don't want to like
Okay.
screw
okay,
them
so
over.
Now let's compare if the two things are equal.
That's not working.
Trying to make sure we're here.
If the other actor is the player, then we know that we've hit the player.
Denny Rocket.
It stopped.
Denny, dude, you are late,
Let's do.
bro.
that.
You are
I want
late.
to move, but I want it moving back.
I just started it.
Okay, hit the player.
It started today,
Okay.
almost 2 hours ago.
This. We spawn the mushroom. We hit the player. Awesome. So now we know that we're hitting the player.
Let me do the. Let me mute them real quick so I can talk here.
Because we're using the correct.
All right. Just on Twitter, man. What's up? You're not on Discord either. You be on Discord. Oh, you've been busy, huh, Denny? Yeah, you've been busy. Probably. So, for anyone that is new here, I just want to make sure that everyone gets they get their proper say here. I got triple monitors, and it's kind of hard sometimes to see here. All right, we have busy. Yeah, busy's good though. Sometimes, Denny, busy is good. We have Valkyria. Her real name is Alice. She's been in software development for about 5 years now. She's been using Unreal Engine for about 7 months. She's participated in 2 game jams so far. Bot Says Jam, which is hosted by Unreal Slackers, as well as she participated in this year's Epic Mega Jam. She's a data warehouse engineer by day. And her favorite animal is a cat. Her favorite color is purple. Her favorite song is Down Under by the Australian rock band Men at Work. Her hobbies, other than game dev, include reading fantasy novels, world building, watching anime, playing video games with compelling stories. Her goal in game development for the next year or so is to learn Unreal Engine 4 well enough to realize her childhood dream of being a quote-unquote real game dev. She's on the left. JV the Wanderer on the right. His name is Curtis. He's been in game development for about 6 years now. He's been using Unreal Engine 4 for about 2 years. He has done multiple global game jams, as well as various Unreal Engine monthly jams, as well as the London Dare 32. He works as a cashier during the day. His favorite animal is a dog. His favorite color is red. His favorite song is Five House, Don't Hold Me Back by Theoro and Dicey. His hobbies include drawing and playing video games, as well as watching anime. His goal in game development for the next year or so is working on a game project and or making assets for the marketplace. And we will unmute them.
Kara, we want to make sure if it's not the character.
And the challenge obviously was recreate the first 30 seconds of Super Mario Bros. There was no real rules. They can do whatever they want.
The mushroom worked.
All right, you're moving somewhere. You're moving somewhere else. Why?
Are we live?
Why is there Valkyria over there with mannequins and booty shaking it up and down? What's up with that?
The mushroom worked. It does, in fact, make the player larger, as a Mario mushroom should.
Oh, is that what's going on there? I'm not paying attention. Here we go. I can't get everybody's chat. Let's see. Over in Ruckus's chat. Standard one of the. I actually learned something here. Yes. Yes. Awesome. That is good. I'm glad. That. This is. All right. Let's see what's it got.
This is sort of like new.
All over there. It's pretty good.
Where you get really big.
It's going on over there. All right, so she's doing some great stuff. JB, Wanderer, not getting much help over there.
All right.
The challenge: recreate the first 30 seconds of Super Mario Brothers.
There we go. Awesome. Look at this. Left and right.
Yeah, we'll do this. We'll figure that out next time.
That's fine.
Either they can't mute me, or I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out because it is kind of a little bit confusing. Should be kind of obvious what's going on here, but Wolf Fack, hello. I don't know who you are, but welcome to the stream. We have about 3 minutes left.
Let's make sure to destroy our mushroom when we get it.
Just like the Goombas.
And now we're only twice as big.
Just like the Goombas. Now we're gonna make the and we need it to. We're gonna need to say if I got hit and if the impulse equals negative z. Destroy self.
All right. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
Come on.
Let's see what they can do in the next 2 minutes here. What is this, Wolf? What is going on here? I don't even know what's going on over here. I don't know what you're doing.
A little more finicky, I think.
I don't even know.
That's why I
Posts?
moved up one.
No idea what's going on here.
Destroy. Get wrecked. Get destroyed.
My voice together is fine.
Not happening. On landed. Try using on landed.
But oh, Banana King. Oh, Banana King. What's up? Welcome to the thing. It's a little late in the game. 30 seconds left. You want to? Okay, good. We can do that. And obviously VR is on table if you want to do VR. Anything.
If
They unmute you, then they should unmute each other. If they mute you, then they should unmute. Yeah, I mean, the first time.
enemy
What is going on?
Game over.
Oh, 2 seconds. Game over. Um,
Okay, yeah, now he said it's ended.
game over. Yeah, 30 seconds. Game table has finished. Oh, that's way long. My bad. All right, so let's. These guys are not muted. Hey, can you guys hear me?
There we go. That works.
Yep, we've been listening.
Oh, you have been? How about you, JV? You okay? Unmute me. This fool over here is
All right.
this Woofack guy. So I guess this is interesting, but
How you
since I'm using Restream, it's actually taking these pictures. So check this out. I mean, this is kind of inappropriate, maybe halfway. Let's just do this. But that's pretty much what that dude, the picture was sent. So word of warning, I guess Restream can do that. So be careful.
Oh,
But-
that's interesting.
It's yeah, it's weird because in Twitch you can't do it, but it actually pops up in Restream.
All right.
Okay,
So,
so we are going to. Yep, you guys are done. Let's go with show off what you got so far, Curtis. JV the Wanderer. Show us what you got.
okay, this is what I got. I got blocks. I got Jazzy in the game. I pretty much jump on the block, jump on top of the block. The block bounces. She can run. She can speed. I got enemies that's moving around. Enemies are bouncing. I can bounce on enemies. Enemies go destroyed. Yeah, that's about it.
Sorry. All right, say that one more time. I apologize. I guess you were a little low. So
Fine. We'll try this again.
my bad.
All right. So I have enemies. I have blocks. When you jump on, when you hit your head on the block, it will bounce. Just like in Mario games, there are enemies. They just move around. They move like Goombas. They move like Goombas. I jump on them. They just get destroyed, and that's basically. Oh, actually, yeah.
Can your stream hear us, Victor?
Yes.
So yeah, and that's pretty much about it. That's what. That's how much I got.
Awesome. Did you have fun?
I had fun. Yeah.
Awesome. What did you not accomplish here? Or what did you feel that you didn't accomplish?
Oh, sorry, viewers.
What
I didn't realize that JV muted still.
Okay, what did I feel like I did not have accomplished? I feel like I got most of the things accomplished. I have pretty much the basic thing to make a Super Mario Brother game clone if I want to. I was able to make I already made the ability to make him blocks and I am blocks already.
Gotcha.
But,
So pretty much the only thing that I think I see missing is really the mushroom and the fire flower, right?
yeah, mushroom and fire flower. That's those are the only two items I'm missing.
Good. Okay. Next. So what do you think you could have done better throughout the past 2 hours?
Throughout the past 2 hours, focus more. I guess I wish I should probably. I was trying to make sure I get everything set up and all that kind of stuff. But I guess I wish I could focus more, work faster. I'm not 100% sure, but that was but I pretty much feel happy about this.
Awesome. Did you learn anything new?
I learned well. I felt like I learned. I relearned most of the stuff. Relearned most of the stuff I've done. I pretty much learned. I learned not much, but actually I learned how to do how to change blocks and such, but that's something I already know. But the on landing, um, I already know about on landing, but I actually forgotten about it. So I feel like I some stuff I remember um, some of the stuff from before, but yeah, but I feel I guess I learned something. I'm not sure.
All right. How about this? Last question. Would you like to participate in the game dev battle again in the future?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, definitely. This is actually most fun I have most fun I ever had. I like as much as I don't know what to do, but it's like as much as I don't know how to approach it. I feel like I don't know how to approach it. I just quickly somehow just snap to just sick of the idea how I get working and just work with it. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I definitely like to do it again.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much for participating. Do you have any final words?
Don't give up. That's all I have.
All right.
Yeah.
Those are some good words right there. All right. Thank you. I'm going to mute you and then go ahead and ask about Chris. So the same thing. All right. About Chris. Alice, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. So same round of questions. First question is, did you have fun?
I did indeed. It was a different type of fun. Frantic, fighting for your life sort of fun. But I thought it was all worth it.
Was it? All right. I'm glad. Where are you going? Okay, you're still here. Cool. So what did you accomplish? Let's see what you did. Show us what you got.
All right, so let's go through it. All right, so we have this thing coming towards us as a Goomba would. Currently, it doesn't do anything to you. I was going to do that at the last second. It didn't work. All right, so you have your standard platform as you'd expect in a Mario game. You have your secondary platform that you can walk on, but if you hit it from below, it gets destroyed. And you didn't see it because it happened real fast, but a mushroom fell out and started falling. It fell into our body and made us twice as big as we were before. And that's about where it ends.
Oh, I'll take it.
So we didn't get our fire flower.
What's that?
Oh, is something up?
One second.
It's a big deal again.
Yeah, good troll there. We've been trying for a while now. So I'll let it go. How long is this? This is not that long, is it?
How long is
It's gonna take a while. Dude. Hold on a second. Hopefully it's not too long. Got another thing to block. Oh man, that's troll. Alright, check this out. It's good music though. But I am going to oh, that is kind of cool. Alright, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Not too loud. Too loud. Alright, one second. Boom, boom, boom. Can you kill it? Woo fuck fuck? Maybe not. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom. Aww. Man, this is big stuff. Definitely have routines for variants of concern. Definitely for sure. How do you do it? Let's see if probably gonna have to say. Alright, check this out. so chill. But I am going to reconnect actually. Restart, restream. I think restream that's gonna work.
Did something die?
I don't think it's restream. I mean, no, restream did do it. It was kind of cool. It was kind of funny and trolly, but I don't know why. All right, check this out. I'll be right back. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, that was a easier fix than I thought. Anyway, as cool as that was, hopefully people... Can you guys hear me? That's cool chat overlay. Yeah. So it probably was the chat overlay that was doing it. Boom. All right. Everybody here? Why you don't have a chat widget?
Yep, we're still here.
Well, it's just loud as hell. All right, let's roll. This is why you don't have a chat widget that will render HTML. Yeah. That's cool, though. Hey, that was fun. Okay, let's get back to it, Valkyria. Go ahead, Alice. Show us what you accomplished.
All right, so let's go through that again. Okay, so we have our enemy that's moving towards us. It moves towards us because it is moving on a nav mesh. It doesn't actually do anything to us yet, so that's fine. We didn't quite get to that. We have our standard platform that does nothing. It's just your standard Mario platform. We have our destructible platform that while you're standing on it, nothing happens. But if you hit it specifically with your head, you destroy it, just like in Mario. And it drops our mushroom, which is not a mushroom, but whatever. You pick it up, and it makes you twice the size. So we have just about everything up until the fire flower.
Nice, nice, nice. All right. So what you didn't accomplish was the fire flower, pretty much.
Yeah, we didn't accomplish the fire flower, and we didn't accomplish the behavior whereby the Goombas restart the level if they hit you. But that would have been a simple matter to add.
All
It's
right.
really the fire flower that would have been more complicated, and we clearly did not get to.
So what do you think you could have done better throughout the game dev process for the past 2 hours?
So I could have, so at the beginning, I was quite sure that because I had done an AI once before, that it would be no problem to get it started up again. And so I didn't consult the docs. I just started guessing at what the API was, which was not the right approach.
Right.
As soon as people started being like, check the docs, this is where you should start. I checked the docs and it became obvious, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what I did before. And so then that went fast, but by then a lot of time had already passed.
Okay.
I'm hearing music. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Woo Fack.
Oh, he's okay. So you have to disable your overlay on
Okay,
OBS.
let me just do that real quick.
Yeah, you just got to disable it. Honestly, ban him too, but that's why you can't have nice things in the world. That's why you can't have nice things.
Wait.
I can't hear the music, so that's kind of funny. It's kind of weird. I don't understand how everyone heard my music though.
Okay, there we go. It's removed. So yeah. So we didn't get that far. Mistakes, right? Mistakes. So not consulting the docs right away. Kind of actually that was a consistent thing throughout the whole thing. Just kind of assuming that we would know how the API worked, and then stumbling through it, and then finding out stuff that we could have easily found out if we had just checked up.
Okay. Did you learn anything new today?
I think I did. I think I learned how to properly make a character move through a nav mesh in not the way that I assumed it was, and how to check collisions against specific components of an actor instead of just against the actor itself.
Okay. And would you like to do this again?
Oh, sure. I thought it was great fun. I don't know how the viewers felt about it, but, kind of watching us stumble through this, but I hope they were entertained in some way.
I hope so, too. All right, like I said before, thank you, Alice. Thank you, Valkyssa, for participating. I think JV had to run off, so he's already gone. But thank you also, JV the Wanderer, a.k.a. Curtis, for participating. Thank you, audience, for joining us. Hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more participation next go around, get more audience involvement. If you have any feedback, positive or negative, please let me know. Just PM me in Discord chat, PM me here on Twitch or wherever you're watching me from. It doesn't really matter. Message me on the forums. Let me know what I can do better, what you liked, what you didn't like. Pretty much if you want to participate also, PM me. If you want to host, if you think you'd make a better host than me, which probably anybody could make a better host than me, please let me know. We can get you on the host list also. But yep, thank you very much, everyone.
And we should give a big shout out to our DJ, Woo Fac Fac, for providing excellent tunes.
Yeah. You're banned, bro, but yeah, it was control. I don't mind trolling. Most people know me pretty well, and I don't mind the good troll. So it's that was a good one. That was pretty. It's good to know all the good and bad about Restream now. Now I know. I got to figure out how to prevent that for the future. But
and to Olento, yeah, thank you for not going overboard with the hints, but you gave one or two in critical moments.
Yeah, that was the whole point, though. The audience participation is strong. It's supposed to be there, but we'll talk off stream to figure out what we need to do for next battle. But anyways, thanks a lot, everyone involved, and thanks for the audience. And hopefully you guys can don't forget to hit those follow buttons. Don't forget to hit the follow button on any of our participants. All right. Good night.
All right. Good night, everyone. Bye.